Namaste, welcome, hello. I'm doing a video which will contain some practices that I believe that should help with any back issues, or at least relieve the tension and help you throw out some of that tension and pain that's been building up. It's really important, though, obviously, to remember that with any kind of issues, pains or problems, that they are going to be different from one person to another. And so if there's any practice I put into this that you think absolutely no, I can't do that, then please do refrain from doing it. These are to be done gently, sensibly, and it's not about full-on acrobatics at all, and it's just a nice gentle practice that will help you be able to move more freely, hopefully. So make sure before you start that you've got some water and maybe a blanket or cushion. This will be useful for when we sit on our knees in Vajrasana. You might find that you need that support just under the thighs, on top of the calves. Okay. So if you need to get any of those things, pause now, run, well, maybe not run, but just go and grab them. And then when you're ready, just come to sit wherever you're sitting in a comfortable position, whether that be cross-legged or sat on your knees. It's a little blanket or something just underneath the pelvis, well, underneath the sit bone, sorry, that will help tilt the pelvis forward. So it's really just ever so slightly, and you can see it just helps to tilt the pelvis forward and take some of that pressure off here. So just choose a comfortable position. So I'm just hearing different sounds being made out of my neighbourhood. So then when you're ready, bringing the hands together into Yoga Mudra, so the right fingers are interlaced over the left. I know it may look like I'm doing the opposite. The video might be showing a mirror image, but it's the right fingers over the left. And then just let the hands relax down into the lap. And we'll just sit quietly for a few moments, a few minutes. Breathing slowly. And breathing more deeply. Keeping the head up, the shoulders are relaxed, eyes are closed, helping you focus more inwardly as you move your awareness to your breath. And just focus on your breath as you breathe in and out through the nose, slowly and deeply. It's always bringing your attention back to the breath if the mind wanders. And as you breathe slowly, feel the breath, the air coming in through your nose, down the throat, through the respiratory system, filling the lungs, feeling the abdomen swelling, expanding as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, feeling the abdomen contract and the air making its way back up, over the palate and out of the nose. Breathing in cool air, prana, and breathing out warm air, warm prana. Feeling the breath turns from cool, warm as you breathe in and out. Always keeping the breath nice and soft, nice and slow. Relax your jaw. As we sit in Sukhasana, breathing comfortably, breathing slow. Bringing the hands together at the chest. Chant the mantra Om 3 times and the Guru Gayatri. Om. 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 Tatparampariyaya vidmahe Jnanalingeshwaraya dhimahi Tanno Guru Prachodayate. Om Yoga Maharishi Dr. Swami Geetananda Giri Guru Maharaj Ke. Lovely. Just release your hands by your side. Extend the legs out in front. And just begin bumping them up and down. And taking the head from side to side. And going to go gently, especially if this is your first practice today. And then coming central, take the feet apart. Just roll the feet away to the outside of the feet, roll to the mat, and bring the toes together as you roll in. Working through each joint of the body, bringing energy into each joint. Blood, energy, whooshing it through to release off any toxins building up in those places. Bring the feet back together, point the toes away, and flex them back. Pointing away, flexing back, away. Just repeating a few more times. And we'll point the right foot away and pull the left back. And keep swapping, making sure you do point and flex. Okay. And drawing one knee at a time up towards the chest. And again, work within your limitations, especially if you are doing this to help with any back issues, any pains. If any of the practices seem undoable, or not doable, then just repeat one of the previous ones that you find more comfortable. We're not going to be coming to standing today, so all of this will be done on the floor. Pumping, shaking, catching hold of the right foot, knee, and just straightening up the back, making circles with the foot. And the other way. and give it a bounce. Always keeping the head up. Release and swap. Straightening up again. Keeping that nice posture in the back, spine nicely aligned. Circling the left foot. And circling the other way. And bouncing. Releasing. Thumping. Shaking. And bending the right leg. And either catching hold of the ankle or the foot. So making sure you're not slouching too far forward. So ankle, foot, or even calf, wherever you can take hold of. Breathing in and straighten. Breathe out and lower. And again, right foot, breathing in and breathing out. Once more, right leg, breathing in and breathing out. Release the right and bend the left. Again, taking hold of wherever you can catch. Breathing in, straightening. And breathing out, release. Breathing in and breathing out. And don't worry if the leg doesn't straighten completely. Breathing in, straighten. And breathe out. Stretch out, thump, shake, blood moving into those legs. Okay. Bringing the feet together, the soles of the feet, taking them into Asana, and just catching hold, so making a basket with the fingers and some feet, the toes rest in the fingers, and keeping the head up, the back straight, just bouncing the knees, looking forward. Breathing nice and slow. Again, remember, we build up a lot of tension, lots of toxins in all of our joints and all of the areas that get underused. And so this type of practice, where we're working independently on each joint, will help flush those through. But we do have to be careful because it might flush it through and get stuck in another joint, possibly. So it's that process of working through, evolving into each one. And just repeating with regularity, with practice, things become less tense, less stressful. And just crossing one hand over the other. Draw the heels in a bit closer towards the pelvis, if not causing any pain, so that you're straightening up a little bit more. So if the back stoops in this, go back to the other variation, the other version, and keep bouncing. So release the legs out in front. We'll do a bit of gentle toe touching. Just gently coming forward, stretching, allow the spine to feel like it's stretching out. Bending from the hips, so not curling over too much. And taking the hands behind the head, just interlace the fingers. Make sure it doesn't become too strong. And keep bouncing. And then if there's no pain caused, extend the arms out behind you, interlacing the fingers, and keep bouncing down. Breathing in, coming back up. Good thumb and shake again. Catching hold of the right foot. I'm going to either place it on top of the left thigh. If that's not possible, just take it inside the left thigh. Okay, so just place them on top or inside, and use the right hand to bounce out the right knee. Keep the head up, keep looking forward, keep breathing slowly. Isn't that when you're working the pelvis and the hips? If the foot is up, it's also working that ankle joint too. If it's on the floor, you just give the foot a squeeze, squeezing into the feet. Release. Then take the left and again either on top or inside. And bouncing out. One side is likely to feel stiffer than the other. You're not completely balanced. Lovely. Okay, release the left leg out in front. Cross the right foot over the left foot, so that just crossing the feet over. Just pull yourself up straight, holding at the knees. Take the right hand behind you. The left hand just taking hold of the shin, knee just behind the knee. Breathing in, straightening up. Breathing out and twisting around without causing pain. Just having a gentle twist to look over the right shoulder. If this causes pain, come back to just sitting with the hands on the knees and breathing deeply. Breathing out, twist back around and uncross. Across the other way, so left over right this time. Left hand behind you now. Right hand either on the shin, under the knee, wherever you can get hold of over here. Breathing in, straightening up. And breathing out, twisting around. Breathing slowly, and again, make sure there's no pain. Just release off if you feel any pain. Breathing out, coming back around. And cross the legs and just do some gentle toe touching forward to release the stretch, that twist from around the spine. Hands behind the head. And again, hands outstretched behind and bouncing. Coming back up. And take the legs wide. Making fists with the hands. Just do a little bit of thumping. Inside of your thighs. That very big muscle. Ligaments. Working some tense areas there. On the tops of the thighs. Around the back. Into the buttocks. Coming back around, working your way down one leg. And the feet, giving a good tapping. Back up the leg, look at that calf as well. And the other leg, just working your way all the way down. And the foot, don't forget that foot, the tapping on the foot. Under the knee, under the calf, all the way back up to the stomach, the chest, tapping the hands, the neck, and shoulders. Down the arms, down the back, chest, legs. There's so a lot of energy here, a lot of tension. We're going to just throw it all away. So breathing in, catching all that tension, all that energy we've been building up around us, and throw out with a whoosh. Again, so tapping, chest, the back, shoulders, neck, face, gently around the face. Breathing in, catching it up and throw away. Bring the feet back together. Give them a bit of a thump. Shake your head. Now we'll take the arms out in front of us. I'm going to bring each digit into the palm of the hand, one at a time. So one digit. Just tapping. A very bright sun setting over there in the west. Blinds not necessarily working. It's really feeling those fingers pulling back of the hand down. And stretching and clenching. Stretching and clenching. Making wrists, fists with those wrists. Said that in another class recently. Really feeling that movement. And the other way. Keeping that back straight. And making circles, the elbows. And the other way. Bringing the hands onto the shoulders and rotating them clockwise. And then the other way. Being mindful of your own movements. Bringing the hands onto the thighs. We need to do some movement with breath. We're going to breathe in and take the shoulders up towards the ears. And as we breathe out, we're going to sigh the breath out and lower the shoulders. Okay, we'll do that 3 times. So breathe out. Breathing in, raising the shoulders. And sigh the breath out. Twice more, breathing in. Once more, breathing. Lower the chin down towards the chest. Breathing in, taking the head to the right and the back. And then breathing out, the head to the left and down to the front. Breathing in, the head to the right and the back. And breathing out to the left and down to the front. Breathing in right. And breathing out to the left. We'll go the other way this time. So breathe in to the left. And breathing out to the right. Breathing in to the left and the back. And breathing out right and front. Breathing into the left. And breathing out to the right. Lifting the head, getting a shake from side to side. And up and down. Side to side. Up and down. And then combine those 2 movements. Side to side and up and down. Or bring the chin all the way down. Lovely. Have some water. And then coming onto all fours. Let's do Jattis Kriya. We're just going to walk around on our hands and knees. This allows gravity to take control, taking the pressure off the back. So your hands, knees are taking all that weight, letting everything realign inside. So just moving around your room, your space. If it's uncomfortable on your knees, and you can crawl under the bed or rug, just make sure obviously it is being done in a safe way. But just really getting in touch with the original way of moving before we evolved. Just moving up and down, forwards and backwards. And then come back towards the centre of your mat, or the space where you're practicing. Now, if you're suffering with a bad back, or you've got any back issues, then take the legs apart slightly, okay? If not, keep the knees together and the feet together. But everyone should have the hands directly under the shoulders, so that you've got a nice strong platform there with your shoulders and your knees, whether that's apart or together. Having the knees apart just takes a little bit of pressure off the lower back, okay? So I'll do this with you with my knees apart. We're going to be breathing in and raising opposite arm and leg, and breathing out and lowering. We'll do it 3 times on one side and 3 times on the other. So we're going to start by raising the right arm and the left leg. So come to neutral, breathing in, raising the right arm and the left leg just out in front. We're not lifting them high, and breathing out and lower. Again, breathing in, lifting right arm, left leg, breathing out and lower. Breathing in, right arm, left leg, breathing out and lower. With the hands, the wrists, little wiggle if you need to, and do the opposite side. So this time, right leg and left arm. Breathing in, lifting, breathing out and lower. Breathing in, right leg, left arm, breathing out and lower. Breathing in, lifting, stretching away, and breathing out and lower. Okay, we're going to do that again. This time we're just going to do it once on each side. We're going to hold it as a posture, as an asana, rather than a kriya. So we'll go back to right arm and left leg, and we'll just hold it for a few breaths. If it becomes uncomfortable, just release and bring the knee and the hand back to the floor. Breathing in, lifting the right arm and the left leg. Palm face down, head looking down, just breathing slowly here. Stretching the two away from each other. Keep breathing, breathing out and lower. And then do the opposite side. So this time it's the left hand and the right leg. So breathing in, lifting, stretching away, remembering to stay within your own limitations or ability today. Keep breathing. And then breathing out and lower. Just sit back towards the heels, keeping the knees apart if needed, or keeping them together. Stretch the arms out in front and let the head come down towards the floor. Shashanka Asana. Just breathe slowly here. The head, breathe in and come up. Sit back into Vajrasana. Now if this is the one that is uncomfortable or it's just not possible to get your bottom down to your heels, there are a few options. One, you can take a blanket, roll it, and place it under the knees or in between the thighs and the calf. If it's just the ankles that are sore, you can always place the blanket beneath the ankles. You may need to have a cushion and a blanket. It doesn't matter what you use. Just make sure you're comfortable for our next practice. If sitting on the knees is causing too many problems completely, then you can take a chair or a stool and sit on that. Make sure though, if you're sitting on a chair or a stool, you sit with your back not against the back of the chair. So there's a gap between you and the chair, or that you're sat on the edge of the chair. Your feet are flat on the floor and that your back is still nice and straight. Okay, we're going to do Brahma Mudra. So if you need to pause me now to go and get what you need to make yourself comfortable. And when you come back, I can explain. Brahma Mudra is a movement with sound, but it's just moving the head. This works really well to release off pressures and tensions in the neck and the head area, which feel that they must also be linked down into our nervous system and our muscles and the rest of us, really, the back, everything is connected. They are gentle movements, and using the sound, the bijas of R, U, D, and they help to release out other tensions within us as well. So we can really release off all of these pains or issues that we've got going on. And the other benefit of Brahma Mudra is Brahma was he had 4 faces, 4 heads, and was able to see in 4 directions, therefore getting rid of any tunnel vision or one-mindedness that people might have. And this is good for us too. It opens our minds up more, allowing us to see more than one perspective. So to take the position, we're just going to bring our hands into Yoga Mudra, the right fingers over the left and the lap. And you may want to watch for this. What we'll be doing is breathing in and turning our head to the right. And again, remember this is mirror image. And as we turn our head back to center, we'll be making the sound R, all the way back. As we breathe in to the left, we think the sound oo, and we turn and make the sound oo back to center. We breathe in and lift the head. And as we breathe out, make the sound E, bringing the head back down. And then we breathe in, taking the chin down towards the chest. And as we lift back up, we make the sound As we're breathing out, the breath out is longer than the breath in, so it's an instant relaxation technique as well, and a sense of being more relaxing than stimulating. So we're having that for ourselves as well. Okay, let's breathe out. Close the eyes if you want to, but then you may want to keep them open for the other rounds. We do this 3 times altogether. Breathing in, turning the head to the right. Make the sound R as we go back to center. Breathing into the left. And oo, back to center. Breathing in up. And E to center. E. Breathing in, chin to the chest. And breathing out. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in left, 3, Up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. Left. Up. And down. Sitting here for a moment. Contemplation of movements, how you feel. And taking the hands then to the sides, Ujjayi Bhastrika. Just breathing in deeply, and we burst the air out as we bring our heads down to the floor. And then we breathe in as we come back out, and we repeat this process 3 times. The third time we just stay forward. Okay? So hands on the thighs, nice deep breath in. And blasting out. Lift the head, breathe in, come up. And again. Breathing in, lifting, don't worry if the head doesn't come all the way down. And blasting, this time staying down. If the head does come all the way down, allow it to rest on the floor, taking the hands back to the feet. And just twisting at the wrist, catching hold of the soles of the feet with the fingertips, and letting the elbows rest down. Trying to tuck the nose in as close as you can to the knees, so that you're coming right onto the top of the head. If this is not practical or not possible, you can place the head onto the fists, onto the hands, single or double. But allow the body to come forward as much as you can. This will stretch up the spine and allow it to have a nice gentle stretch. And lift the head. Breathe in as you come up. And if safe to do, take the right hand behind you as you breathe out, and the left. And just let the head relax back. Use your hands to support you. Be up on the fingertips if needed. Just make sure there's no pain. Breathe slowly. And breathing in, pushing up with the right hand. And breathing out. Okay, have a bit of water. Stretch the legs out in front of you. Give them a shake around if you haven't already. We're going to do some knee lifting now. So I'll just demonstrate a position that you need. It would be useful if you can sit in. Again, you can bolster this and support yourself with as much cushioning as you need. So for this, we need to be able to be in Vajra Asana. That's not true, sorry. You just need to be sat in Vajrasana. But again, like I said, if you need to have that support, use whatever support you can. And if it's absolutely not possible at all, you can do this. Instead, what you could do is just do this again instead. The straightening of the leg as you breathe in, okay? Or you could try sitting on a chair and just lifting one leg at a time, just lifting one knee up at a time instead. So we're going to do a single and a double knee lift from sitting in Vajrasana. Really important to take this carefully. We'll be doing it 3 times on the right, 3 on the left, and 3 together, but actually in a full circle. So we go right, left, double, right, left, double, okay, 3 times. But like I said, these practices are for you to choose to do. If you think that's just too much, you can miss this one and just repeat one of the ones that we did earlier, or just lay down in Dharmika Asana, one of the forward bends. Okay? Okay, breathing out. Breathing in, lifting the right knee. Breathing out and lower. Breathing in, lifting the left knee. Breathing out and lower. Breathing in, using your hands to balance. Breathing in, lifting 2. Breathing out and lower. Breathing in, lifting the right knee. And breathing out and lower. Breathing in, lifting the left. And breathing out, lower. Again, balancing, breathing in, both. And breathing out and lower. This time with the count. Breathing in, right, 3, 4, 5, 6, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Left, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And both knees, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in, just coming up into a high kneel, turning the toes under, and just feeling that pressure on the toes being tucked under. Breathing out, keeping the back straight, sitting back down. Just going to push my camera away a little bit because I'm having my head taken off. Okay. If, again, it's too much, too strong coming down, you can place a cushion or blanket underneath. This is going to be movement with the breath. So it is good to be able to move back down towards this position. But like I said, if not, use a blanket. And if it still really is not achievable to do that, come back to one of the earlier practices where you're thumping the legs or just gently stretching forward over the legs, and then taking the hands behind the head and so on. Okay, so we're going to do Pada Vajra Kriya. So we're just moving with the breath up and down. Okay, so breathing in, coming up, flattening the feet, breathing out, sitting back down. Breathing in, lifting the knees, and breathing out and lower. Breathing in to a high kneel, tucking the toes under, and breathing out, flattening. Breathing in, coming up, flattening the feet, and breathing out, sitting back down. Breathing in, lifting the knees, and breathing out and lower. Breathing in, coming up, tucking the toes under, breathing out and lower. Breathing in, coming up, flattening the feet, breathing out and lower. Breathing in, lifting the knees, breathing out and lower. Breathing in, coming up into a high kneel, tucking the toes under, and either staying up here or sitting back down towards the heels. Just keep breathing slowly. Breathing in, taking the arms up, palms together above the head. Keep breathing. Bringing the palms together down on top of the head. In front of the forehead. In front of the throat. And in front of the chest. Flattening the feet, sitting back down to the heels. And just let the body rest for a moment. Come forwards, bringing the head down towards the mat, the floor, and just let the body rest in Dharmika Asana. Lift the head, breathe in, come up, stretch the legs out in front of you, give the toes a little wiggle, shake, thumping. Okay, so we're going to do a practice now called Pavana Mukta Kriya. This is where we catch hold of the leg, we move with the breath and we push the breath out. It's best done if you can get your head in north, but don't worry, I'm not expecting you to have the compasses out ready. So if you know where north is, it'd be great if you have your head in north and feet in the south. And I'll just do a demonstration of what we're going to do. So we're going to breathe in, bringing the right knee up towards the chest, and then we just whoosh the breath as we take the head to the knee. We take another breath in, and then whoosh the leg away. Okay, we're going to do that 3 times on the right side, 3 on the left, and then we'll do both together. If doing both together is too much for you, you can just lay and do 1 on each side again. You can just lie down, bring the knees together, and just let the legs rock from side to side, or bring the knees up into the chest. And just allow the body to rock from side to side. But the whooshing of the breath, throwing out, is a really good way again of releasing all that built up toxin, kind of negativity, negative energy. But this is also a really good one of moving pain and unwanted issues around the body, out of the body, or moving them through the body so that they release themselves out in a way that is much more comfortable for you. So practice if you can. Don't cause yourself any pain, but really do release that breath. So lying down on the floor, give the head a little rock from side to side. Bring the head to center, arms by the side of the body, legs are together. Okay, Breathing in, drawing the right knee up. And then whoosh the breath out as you bring the head to the knee. Breathing in here. And then whoosh and throw the leg away. Again, right side. Breathing in, knee to chest. Whoosh the breath as you bring the head to the knee. Breathe in here. And whoosh away. Lovely. Breathing in, knee to chest. Head to knee. Breathing in. And whoosh away. The head a little rock from side to side. Bring the legs back together. And we'll do the left side. Breathing in, bringing the left knee to the chest and head to knee. Breathing in. And whoosh away. Left knee, breathing in. Head to knee. Breathing in. And whoosh out. Once more, breathing in, knee to chest. Head to knee. Breathing in. And whoosh away. The head a little rock from side to side. And then we'll do both legs. So bringing the feet together. Breathing in, bringing both knees to the chest. Whoosh out with the breath, bringing the head to the knees. Breathing in. And push away with the feet as you whoosh the breath up. Nice and controlled. Breathing in, knees to chest. Head to knees. Breathing in. And whoosh away. Once more, breathing in, knees to chest. Head to knees. Breathing in. And whoosh away. Lovely. Just let the body rest here. Rock the head from side to side. Just lay. Letting the breath settle. Feeling the movements around the body. And then bringing the body back together, bringing the feet back, the head back in the centre. Keep the head a little rock from side to side. Arms alongside the body. We're going to do 3 leg lifts, but we're going to do this with bent leg. So if you need, we're actually going to do it from our legs being bent actually. So if we bend our legs, the knees are together. We're doing the right leg first, 3 times, and then the left. And then we'll just be lifting the head. Okay? So both legs are bent. Breathing in. Bringing the right knee towards the chest and just straightening it as much as you can. Breathing out, bending back down, and bringing the foot to the floor. Breathing in, knee to the chest, straightening as much as you can. Breathing out, knee to chest, and foot to floor. Once more, breathing in. And breathing out. And then we'll repeat with the left side. Breathing in, bringing the left knee towards the chest. And then gently straightening. Breathing out, bending the knee back down. Bringing the foot to the floor. Breathing in, knee to chest. Straighten. And breathing out, bending the knee. and the foot to the floor. Once more, breathing in and breathing out. Sort the feet away from you a little. Let the knees rest against each other. And just lift the head with the breath 3 times. Keep the arms alongside the body. We're only lifting the head. Breathing in, lifting the head. And breathing out and lower. Breathing in, lifting. Breathing out and lower. Once more, breathing in and breathing out. Swap the head a little from side to side. And we're going to get ready for relaxation now. So if you need to get blankets or socks or anything, just roll onto your left side and carefully, gently push yourself up. For those of you that want to make sure your back isn't under any extra pressure during relaxation, you can take a pillow, a cushion, anything you've got, and just by placing it under the knees, it will help to relieve lower back. So when you're laying down, if you just let the legs, be lifted slightly by the cushion, that will help relieve any of the lower back issues. If it's still a bit too much, just do what we did a moment ago, where the legs are bent, but the knees are relaxed against each other, and the feet are walked away to the edges of the mat, where they can be kept comfortably. It's really important to be comfortable in relaxation. So make sure in this Shavasana or Shavasana posture that you're going for, that you have that relaxation, okay? So coming down onto the mat, whichever position you're going to be in for your Shavasana. Give the head a little rock from side to side. The arms are alongside the body, palms faced up preferably. And the legs together but feet apart, unless you're taking up one of the other leg positions. Closing the eyes. Relax the jaw. Just keeping the head where it is. Just gently jet the chin down towards the chest. Having a mental check around the body to see how you feel. And slowly begin to soften the breath, to slow it down further. Just watching the rise and fall of the abdomen as you breathe slowly. As you breathe, just releasing off tensions. Taking your awareness down into your feet and starting to tense your feet as you breathe in. Move that tension all the way up the legs, into the thighs, and the pelvis, and the abdomen, the chest, and the back. Just tensing every muscle you can from your toes up to your shoulders. And taking that tension into your hands and your arms. Tensing your face, your head. Breathing in. And then as you breathe out, release off that tension. Starting with the toes and feet, the legs, the abdominal area, the hips, the buttocks, releasing off the tension from your chest and your back. Release that tension from your shoulders, hands, arms, neck, face. And then repeating again, Breathing in as you tense from your toes all the way up your legs, into the buttocks and the hips, working your way up torso, chest, back, shoulders, tensing hands and arms, joining that tension at the shoulders as you take it into the neck and base, the head. Keep breathing in that tension, screwing up the face a little bit tighter, and then breathing out as you release. Release the feet, release the calves, release the buttocks and the hips, releasing the chest, the abdomen, the arms, the hands, the shoulders, the face, releasing it all off. And then one last time, as you tense, breathing in, slowing that breath, really tensing every muscle, every bit you forgot last time, the nose, the jaw, tongue, all of those small bits you forgot about, fingers. Just breathing in and tensing every inch of your body. And then when you've tensed everything you can possibly tense, breathe out and release. And when you think you've released it all, release a little bit more. And a bit more. Just lay there on the floor, feeling completely relaxed. And take your attention to your breath. And do a few rounds of Savitri Pranayama. So you'll be breathing in for 6 seconds, holding the breath in for 3, breathing out for 6, and holding the breath out for 3. On each held breath, just swallow, letting the brain know you're in control. But breathing out, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold and swallow, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold and swallow. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold and swallow, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold and swallow. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold and swallow. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold and swallow. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold, swallow, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold and swallow. Breathing in, hold, and breathing out. And hold. Breathing in, hold, and breathing out. Hold. Just let the breath be normal, be natural, be easy. Slowly relax, breathing softly, breathing slowly. And always bringing your attention back to the breath if your mind wanders. Slow, easy breathing. And slowly make a deeper connection with your breath. Breathing more deeply, feeling the rising and falling of the abdomen. Taking more control. Beginning to move your hands and feet. Rocking the head a little from side to side. And gently stretching the head as if you're waking a nice deep sleep. Stretching from hands to feet. And rolling over onto your left side. Just lay here for a moment. Let the brain take that signal that you're preparing to come back to the real world. And rolling all the way over onto your stomach, onto your front in Dharmika Asana. Just placing the hands by the head and gently push yourself up, rolling out of this face throne position and come to sit comfortably. We'll end with the mantra Om and the Shanti prayer, just sending out positivity. Om Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Sarve Janaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for trying this particular class. And again, everything is about where we are at on a particular day. So please don't have any pressure or judgment on what you could or couldn't do today, and just take each day as it comes. Use whatever you need to be comfortable, but that doesn't stop you from really having a good go at what you need to do to help yourselves. Take care. Bye.